Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I will be making this satay noodles. It comes from a new Slimming World cook. It's the one take 5, so it's 5 ingredients cookbook, and it's that recipe. It says it will take only 10 minutes to make, so I thought it's handy, it's quick and easy meal, and I'll be using slightly different ingredients to what it says in here. It says use 225 gram of dried rice noodle, 100 milliliter of reduced fat coconut milk, 3 tablespoons of light soya sauce, 2 level tablespoons of reduced fat crunchy peanut butter, and 450 grams of mixed stir-fry vegetable. So let me just show you what I'll be actually using myself. And in here it says it's for 3 Syns per serving. It's vegetarian and vegan friendly, and it says it's ready in 10 minutes. So let me just close the book. Actually, that's the front cover of a book, so it says take 5. It's from the new cookery book, and these are the ingredients that I'll be using myself. So I've got fry light. I did find in a cupboard coconut fry light. That will come in handy because I'm using coconut milk. So I shop mainly in Lidl, and in Lidl they didn't have any reduced fat peanut butter, so I'm just having the normal crunchy peanut butter, and that one per level tablespoon is 4.5 Syns, so I need to Syn my accordingly. Then I got this one quite a while ago. I got that in Home Bargains. It's a Blue Dragon light coconut milk, and again on the back I wrote down is for the 400 ml is 14.5 Syns. Oh, and also on a good note, in the book itself it says then you can use because I'll be only using 100 ml, so whatever I don't use I can freeze. So what I thought, I'm going to use the 100 ml, and then all the others put them in a little Tupperwares in the 100 ml and have them in a freezer, so ready for next time when I'm going to make it again. I'm just going to take out the coconut milk, either leave it in a fridge overnight to defrost or defrost it in a microwave and have that ready when I need it. So that was quite handy, and as this one is a 400 milliliter, so I'm just gonna split it between 4, so just about the right size. So sometimes it puts me off the buying some packaging where you have got leftovers some of the size but you don't use it whole, or you just use a 3/4 of it and you just got a little bit left. But this one I can just use the whole tin, so that's handy. So I'll be using the light soya sauce. Then for the stir-fry veg, as I said, I shop in a Lidl and they didn't have the stir-fry veg, so but they have got this pak choy. So it's probably in a season now, so, and I've been really liking it in my stir fry, so I thought, oh, it's just quick and easy just to make my own stir fry veg. So I'm just going to cut the pak choy. I'm going to add orange pepper for a bit of colour, and then I've got 2 smaller size of red onions, so give it a bit more different colour. So it'll be red, orange and green from the pak choy. So let me just chop up the vegetable and I'll come back to you. I thought something was missing along the ingredients, and I just discovered it was the noodles. I forgot to put them out. So in the recipe book it says use rice noodles, but because they don't have them in a Lidl and I didn't want to go back to Home Bargains just to get the rice noodles, I got this one. It's a medium egg noodles from Lidl, and they're completely free on a plan. So as I'm making it slightly different way, so I'm not using the ready pack stir-fry veg, I thought I'd give it a little bit different, so I'm using these egg noodles. We like them as well. So Let me prepare the hot water for the egg noodles and chop up the veg, and I'll come back to you. So I chopped up the vegetable. So I've got the onion and a pepper on one plate and the pak choy on the other, because the pak choy doesn't take as long to cook. So I'm going to cook first the onion and a pepper and then add the pak choy at the end. So I got myself a big pan where I added the noodles. Then I'm just going to add a boiling hot water from a kettle over it. And then put the gas on underneath and then cook that for a couple of minutes. And then in the meantime I've got a wok here, so I'm just going to put the gas under the wok as well and get that nice and hot, and then take my fry light and spray that on the top. So give that a bit of shake and spray a bit of fry light. So once the fry light gets nice and hot, I'll add the vegetable, and in the meantime I got a little pan here and it says add all the other ingredients into the pan. So let me measure the coconut milk. So I open the can and I give that a little shake, make sure that all the coconut milk is in it, not so I don't have a thick on the top, like settled coconut. So I'm just going to measure 100 ml of a coconut milk and 2 tablespoons of a peanut butter. So let me just look at the pan. I think that's nice and hot now. So I'm just going to add the onion and a pepper. And I'm just going to measure my milk and I'll come back to you. So the onion and pepper is nicely sizzling away in my wok pan. I've taken down the heat from the noodles and tilted the lid, otherwise it will overflow. So yeah, release the steam. Then I put the gas on under my little saucepan and I measured 100 ml of the coconut milk, so I'm just going to add it to the saucepan. Then in here I measured 3 tablespoons of a light soya sauce, so I'm just going to add it to it. And then I'm adding 1 tablespoon of it's flat tablespoon of peanut butter, and I'm just going to rescue down and I'm going to add another one as well. Okay, so in the little saucepan I've got the soya sauce, the coconut milk and 2 tablespoons of the peanut butter. So 2 level tablespoons of a peanut butter, and I'm just going to give it a good stir and make sure that's all blended in, and heat it up for a couple of minutes. It says heat it up for a few minutes, so probably until the peanut butter melted. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to carry on doing that, and in the meantime I'm just going to stir my onion and pepper. That's getting nicely brown or nicely soft. I'm just going to turn up the heat under the stir fry, and then I'll come back to you in about a minute's time. So the onion and the pepper is nearly done, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add the pak choy now and give that a little stir. And then the sauce is nicely heated up and all the buttermilk, all the coconut no, the peanut butter, what I want to say, the peanut butter has all melted. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to transfer it to my stir fry, and in the meantime the noodles are nearly done as well, so I'm going to drain them. I just drained the noodles. I stirred my stir fry veg, and then I'm going to turn off the heat under the sauce and then add that into my noodles, into my stir fry veg, and then give it a little stir. And then it says add the noodles into the stir fry and give it a little stir. But what I tend to do, I find that after I've got difficulty to pick up the noodles with the veg from the box, so what I tend to do, I tend to plate up the noodles first and then add the sauce and the vegetable afterwards. So it's probably time to plate up, so I'm going to cook that for another minute just to make sure it's all covered, and then it's time to plate up. And this is the final dish once I put it on a plate. So it smells delicious, so you can smell the coconut and the peanut butter, and I've just tasted the sauce and it tastes good as well, so I'll be 100% making it all again as well. And it was quick and easy. It took about 15 minutes with all the chopping of the vegetable and me filming it, so it didn't take long at all. So, and I have got these handy little Tupperware boxes, so I'm freezing the other coconut milk, so that's 100 ml in each, so for another 3 different portions. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and I'm gonna type the recipe the way it was in the Slimming, well, the way it is in the Slimming World cookery book, so if you want to follow it along with the correct ingredients. And then I'm going to figure out how many things is per my portion, and I'm just going to put it down here for you if you want to use the same ingredients as I did. So thank you very much for watching, and if you want to see any of my future video, hit the subscribe button and leave me any comments below if you want to. Thank you very much for watching. Bye everyone.